Look at the lake today. It is just like glass. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm out on a morning walk on this beautiful day. And as you can see, there's plenty of duck poo on the trail. I didn't mention when I showed you guys this the last time, the city actually does come and clean the sidewalks every now and then. I think they do it about once a week. But wow, yeah, look at the water. So calm and still. I am wearing this lovely jacket because I am highly allergic to mosquitoes, and unfortunately they are out in full force now. I was really hoping we wouldn't get an infestation, but I think it has started. I got bit by one yesterday while I was washing my hands in my house, in the bathroom, on my hand. I'm washing my hand and I look down and there's a mosquito attempting to bite me. Didn't even bite me, I don't think. Well, it must have. There was no blood when I smashed it. Unbelievably, my hand swelled up. Well, not unbelievably, that's what happens, but I thought I had killed it before it did too much damage. So even just a little bite is enough to cause a reaction. So I had to take a Allegra or whatever, some kind of allergy drug that helped a little bit, but got itchy later on. And this medication said it was good for 12 hours, and that was about 4 hours later. It was getting unbearable again. So yes, that's my tale of woe, and I can't stand to be around mosquitoes because yes, it's not just a little annoying bite for me. It's a great big welt, and it hurts. And like when it bit me, after a few minutes I could feel it going up my arm, like my whole arm became tingly. And you can tell I'm in the city with the sound. So yeah, in case you're wondering about this lake, here are the regulations. You can't do a whole lot because it's only a stormwater facility. No swimming, no dumping, no pets no pets in the water, no skating, etc., etc. It's too bad that they can't make this a more usable body of water. So yesterday I went to a restaurant I've never been to. It's fairly new to Edmonton, called Kinjo, Kinjo, and oh my god, I have found a new favorite spot. I'm working on a video of it so you can see what I mean, but yeah, in the meantime I'll just tell you, holy, if you've got one near you, run to it. Look at that water. Beautiful. So yeah, this park is home to quite a bit of wildlife. So things I have seen are geese, ducks, swans, pelicans, and besides that I've seen all kinds of other creatures like mice and squirrels, and I saw a fox once, I saw a coyote twice. I've seen coyotes and rabbits. For a park in the middle of the city, it's quite a little piece of paradise. And for some reason, this area I'm in right now, I think somebody used manure, because wow, does it ever stink. So yeah, it's funny, a few months ago I was starting to think, I think I've run out of ideas for videos, and then all of a sudden, bam, the ideas started flowing, and now I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because I've got so many things that I want to do. Check out these stairs. Is it just me, or are they very hard to distinguish from the planks? Like you really have to look down. Like, look at that. If you're not watching, I would swear you wouldn't even know there's stairs here. There are. So check that out. It's a whole staircase. Okay, I'll show you in the water. And of course, people have been littering. Nice big gulp there. You can't really see it because it's not that bright out yet. You can usually see into the water, and you can see all kinds of fish and stuff swimming around in there. They're not big fish. Maybe there are big fish too, but they're little ones. And I think that's what some of the seabirds or aquatic life eats. I can hear something underneath the deck, and it scared the hell out of me. Yeah, just another look at the piece of paradise I've got in my city. For a while I was just taking this walk for granted and thinking, yeah, I'm bored with this. This is awful, so boring. And then I don't know what hit me, but it was like, wait a minute. People come from all over the city to walk around this. Why am I complaining? But speaking of complaining, all right, we're losing another cherished chocolate bar here in Canada, or a candy bar as Americans like to call them. It was announced, I think yesterday or the day before, that they're discontinuing the Jersey Milk chocolate bar, and that's made by a different company other than Hershey. So Hershey has already killed our cherry blossom, and I am totally hating on Hershey right now because there's a candy called Bridge Mix. I don't know if you have that in the States, but in Canada we have something called Bridge Mix, and what it is a whole mixture of little chocolate candy. So it's like having a box, or it used to come in a box, I don't know if it still does, I think it does, or did. Yeah, it's like getting a whole box of chocolates, only they're just one bite size. So Bridge Mix used to have flavors in it, like there's kind of a toffee thing, and there was a chocolate covered orange cream, which I loved, and a mint version, and then there were chocolate covered peanuts and raisins, and oh, something like a Big Turk. If you don't know what that is, it's sort of like a jelly covered in chocolate. Obviously everything was covered in chocolate, either light or dark, but then Hershey decided to improve the recipe. Like, it's funny because when I was a kid, I thought Bridge Mix was like for old ladies, and it was like the worst kind of chocolate bar somebody could ever give you. And then one year at Christmas, my elementary school, decided to have Santa come and visit just before Christmas and hand out regular sized chocolate bars to all of us. So we all had to go into the gym and get our chocolate bars. And so I'm watching, and people are getting things like Kit Kat and Coffee Crisp and all the favorites in Canada. And when I get up to Santa, he hands me a box of Bridge Mix, and I was just devastated. I'm like, I waited in line for an hour for Bridge Mix, old lady candy. And so as I was walking home, I thought, I'm just going to throw this out. This is garbage. And I decided to try one, and then another, and another, and another. And I discovered this huge variety. Look at all these geese or ducks swimming in a row. Let them go. So I started sampling everything in there and realized what a huge variety there was. And it's like, oh my God, this is incredible. And decided I loved them, and so I became a fan from then on in. Fast forward to years and years later, as a young adult, or even a middle-aged adult, I realized how much my brother and I share DNA, because one day I called him, I'm on this Bridge Mix kick, and I'm like, oh, me too. And then he said, but I have a rule. I only eat them until I eat a mint one, and then I have to stop. And I'm like, oh my God, I was doing the same thing. And it's like, what were the odds? So Bridge Mix became a big favorite of mine for the longest time. But yeah, so then a few months ago, maybe it was longer, Hershey's put a little banner on the bag of Bridge Mix saying improved flavor or something like that, new and improved. So I was like, wow, how could they actually improve Bridge Mix? And I bought a bag. Okay, this is why I'm hating Hershey. They not only took away my cherry blossom, but now they destroyed the Bridge Mix. So they've taken out all my favorites: the chocolate mint, the chocolate orange, the toffee thing, oh, the Big Turk, and yeah, probably, I can't remember. If you guys remember some of the ones I'm forgetting, let me know in the comments. So they took all these things out, and now it's basically a bag of chocolate covered raisins and peanuts, and not a whole lot more than that. I kept thinking, oh, they'll come to their senses and bring it back, but no, they haven't. But I got all hopeful one day when I decided to read the ingredients on the bag, and ironically the bag says the original, and that really pees me off. It's like, no, this is not the original. But yeah, so I started reading the ingredients, and it said it had things like orange oil or something, blood orange something, and all these other things that would have indicated they brought back the old ones that they took away. But no, I don't think they could be bothered to change the ingredients, or they probably don't want to, because it's going to show so very few things like peanut, raisin, and chocolate. So anyway, yeah, I'm really getting annoyed with Hershey. I am hating Hershey. Oh, check out what are these called? Lilies. I was going to call them daffodils. And then I think that's some wild purple weed, but it looks very nice with the lilies. And then check out these grasses. Look at how tall they are. I don't know if you can tell how tall they are, but they're tall. On this gorgeous day, it's supposed to be only 22 today. Yesterday when I was on the freeway to that restaurant, it was reading 36. So calm and so serene. I wasn't going to go down here again, but maybe I will. Hi, birdie. Oh, two birds. Oh, holy cow. I don't think this one likes me being here. He just tried to fly at me. Wow. Aggressive. You got some babies around here? He wants me out of here. Holy cow. Ugh. Sorry, bird. Wow. He is... Ah. Holy cow. He was trying to attack me. He is pissed. Whoa. Wow. Never had that happen before. That was kind of freaky. But yeah, aside from the very annoyed bird, this is such a beautiful spot. Here's some of those beautiful olive trees. Some cattails on the way. Oh, there's some cattails here already. I just walked through a spider web. So I don't know if the city marked these trees to rip them out or if that was some vandal. I'm hoping it was a vandal. Not that it makes it better, but I would hate to see them take this tree out. And usually when you see the markings of spray paint on a tree, that means they're destined to be chopped down. So you know you're in the city because you can always hear sirens and traffic and see things like a shopping cart. Yeah, this area here, last summer I heard a commotion in these trees and went in for a closer look, and it was two squirrels getting to know each other. So I think about that, I don't know why, every time I walk by these trees. Yeah, see, I think this was vandals. But usually a pink circle like that means it's coming down. And maybe it is. It's not the healthiest looking tree in the park. But you can see they planted all kinds of new stuff too. Yeah, look at that one. Yeah, sure, it's probably marked for destruction. This is one of my favorite trees. Yes, I have a favorite tree. Just because it's so gnarly looking. That is a true definition of gnarly. It's almost kind of spooky. Okay, so here's another little park or little forest. And this one has been the subject of vandalism many times. Just spray paint on the rocks, which obviously is not easy to clean off. I love this park too. That's got a bit of a shoreline down there. Some really nice old trees. And then these rocks. So yeah, people come and do their smoking here. Can't blame them, it's a nice view. And it looks like they cleaned off a lot of that graffiti. Oh, excellent. Some MZ carved their initials into the rock. Oh, here's somebody's names. Don't know what that actually says. Oh, there's something else written or drawn here. Looks like a happy face or something, but it looks like somebody actually painted over graffiti there. Probably was something obscene, so it had to go. Beautiful tree. Looks like an arbutus that you see in British Columbia. I don't know if anyone knows, is this an arbutus? I didn't think they grew in Alberta. Okay, so I think that's it for the walk for today. If you like this vlog, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see more. And until next time, that's it. That's the deal with walking in the park. Thanks for watching. Bye.